Welcome, first grade. Thank you so much for joining me for today's learning. Today, June 5th, 2020. What is today's learning going to bring us? Let's see. That's right. We've been working on story elements. Today is day 3, just like my guy is showing us. What did we learn about yesterday? Which story elements did we review and learn about yesterday? Did you say characters and setting? You're right. Do you remember what these story elements are? What are characters? You got it. Characters are the people or animals in a story. Remember, we reviewed this super awesome anchor chart that tells us characters are the who in the story. Just like Pete the cat, David, and Pigeon, all from books that we have read together before. What is the setting? Awesome explanation. The setting is where and when the story takes place. What's the setting? You got it. It could be like a story could take place in the mountains or a circus, even in space. Do you like my drawings? Because I think I did a really good job. All right, my loves, big idea. Today, we will get better at identifying the problem and solution in a story. What are we practicing today? You got it. Problem and solution. What is a problem? You can either define what a problem is, or you can give me an example. What do you think? Those are some really good ideas. A problem is when something goes wrong. Something bad has happened to the character in the story, or something has made them really upset. So what's a problem? When something goes wrong. We're going to use a sad face to show a problem because that means that our character is unhappy or something bad has happened. So if that's a problem, then what is a solution? Who thinks they know what this word means? I heard some awesome ideas. I'm sending so much love to those brains that are working so hard today. A solution is how the problem is fixed or solved. What's a solution? How the problem is, you got it, fixed or solved. We're going to use a happy face to show the solution because that means that the problem has been fixed and our character is probably happier now. But here's the trick. The problem and solution must fit together like a puzzle piece. So what does that mean? That means that the solution to a problem needs to make sense. So for example, if my problem is that I'm hungry, would my solution be to go pet my dog? No way, Jose. Silly Miss Russo. That wouldn't solve my hunger problem. What would be a better solution to that problem? Yeah, I can go get something to eat, like a snack, like an apple or a carrot. Would that solve my problem? Yes, so that solution would fit with the problem. So wait, what's the trick with problems and solutions? They need to fit together. You got it. Okay, can I tell you a story really quickly? So my cousin Julia came over yesterday and she's very little. She's like 4 or 5 years old and she was playing around and she fell and hit her head really bad and she was crying and really upset. So I went and I got her an ice pack to make her feel better. What's the problem in the story that I just said? Let's take a look at our anchor chart. Remember, problem is going to be a sad face because something is going wrong. The solution is how it gets fixed. Can someone tell me the problem in the story that I just said? What happened to my cousin? You're right. My cousin fell and hit her head. That's a sad face because that's definitely something that's going wrong. How was the problem solved? Yeah, nice job. I gave her an ice pack so that her head wouldn't hurt so bad. Awesome, friends. We are practicing problems and solutions. Remember, the problem and solution must fit together, just like these puzzle pieces. All right, I think you're ready for today's story. Today's story is called Unlovable by Dan Yaccarino. Unlovable. What does unlovable mean? If lovable means full of love or deserving of love, unlovable must mean not feeling loved or feeling like you don't deserve love. Yikes. What do you think the problem could be in today's story? Good predictions. I'm going to read the story to you, and while I'm reading, your thinking job is, what is the problem in the story? What's your thinking job? You got it. What is the problem? Right. It's out of my PowerPoint. Here we go. Unlovable by Dan Yaccarino. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Alfred was unlovable. At least that's what the cat told him every chance he got. You've got the ugliest mug I've ever seen. No one could ever love you. Friends, a mug is your face. So the cat is telling the dog that he has an ugly face. Oh no. Alfred tried his best to ignore the remarks, but it was difficult, especially since the cat had taught the parrot to say, "Unlovable, squawk, unlovable," whenever Alfred walked by. The goldfish gurgled in agreement. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. Oh no. How do you think Alfred's feeling right now? Brain match. I think I would be feeling pretty upset too. They're not being very nice. But what was it that made him unlovable? His snoring? The way he ate? Was it his curly tail? None of the neighborhood dogs would have a thing to do with him. His mouth is too small to hold a ball, a big German shepherd sneered. His legs are way too short for running, snickered a greyhound. A pampered poodle chuckled. Did you see that face? Look at Alfred's sad face. Beat it, shrimp, growled a Doberman. You couldn't even scare a mailman. Whoa. Alfred didn't like staying in the house since the cat was always making fun of him. The parrot was always squawking, "Unlovable!" and the goldfish was always gurgling in agreement. So Alfred spent most of his time alone in the backyard. Does Alfred have any friends? It doesn't seem like it. Why isn't he friends with the other animals? Yeah, they aren't very nice. You're right. I really hope things change for him. One day, a new family moved in next door. Alfred tried to see if they had a dog who might be his friend, but he was too little to look over the fence. What do you think? Do you think they'll have a dog? Let's see. As he was sniffing around, he heard something on the other side. Hello? Alfred called. Hi, came the answer. I'm Rex. I just moved in. My name is Alfred. And without thinking, he blurted out, I'm a golden retriever. Glad to meet you, Rex replied. Wait. Alfred doesn't look like a golden retriever to me. Alfred and Rex talked for hours. Alfred said he liked sleeping in the sun, dog food, and scratching. Rex did too. Rex said he hated baths and going to the vet. Alfred did too. It began to get dark. Soon it was time for dinner, and they both went inside. That night, Alfred thought about how much he liked Rex and how much they had in common. Then he thought about the fib he told. A fib is a lie. Wait, what did he lie about? Right, that he was a golden retriever. I wonder why he lied about that. Let's keep reading. Alfred was sure they'd be friends, as long as Rex never saw how unlovable he was. Sounds like Alfred might still be feeling unlovable. The next day, when Alfred and Rex were chatting, a squirrel jumped onto the fence between them. They both barked at it. The squirrel took one look at Alfred and climbed up a tree. Rex said, You sure showed that squirrel who's boss, Alfred. But Alfred was thinking, if Rex ever sees me, he'll run away too. I'm going to dig a hole under the fence, Rex said one day. Then I can squeeze through to your side and we can meet. Oh boy, I wonder what Alfred's gonna do. Alfred heard Rex digging. When he heard Rex wiggle under the fence, he ran and hid behind a bush. Then he heard Rex call, Alfred, where are you? Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Suddenly, Rex poked his head into the bush where Alfred was hiding. Friends, what do you see? They do look really similar. You look just like me, gasped Alfred. Wow, this is great, said Rex. You're not a golden retriever after all. Alfred had to laugh. Who cared about what the others said? Rex was his friend, and Rex liked him just the way he was. Together, Alfred and Rex ran. They jumped. They played. And Alfred never felt unlovable again. Oh, wow. Now look at Alfred's face when he looks at the cat. Does Alfred still look upset? So his feelings changed from the beginning of the story to the end of the story. Such a great story. Thank you so much, friends, for listening. I don't know about you, but that story made me feel a whole bunch of emotions. Does anybody want to share how that story made them feel? Does anyone want to share how that story made them feel? Yeah, I felt that way too. I was definitely upset in the beginning because of how nasty the other animals were being, but at the end I felt really happy. Thanks for sharing.